Now that I'm logged in, I'm in the Sitefinity demo website. You can see that at the upper left-hand corner where my cursor is. Now, if I click on this arrow, you'll see I have access to several other sites. Any sites that you have access to will be listed here. The only time they will not be listed is the difference between intranet and a www.utmb.edu site, whether it's public or behind our firewall. Those are two different instances that are held in two different servers. Within this Sitefinity demo site, we're going to go and change some of the settings. So follow me to the Administration tab. And if you are a site designer, all you will see in this tab is UTMB site settings. If you are a content author, you won't see this tab at all. Depending on your role, it does take away access to specific areas or give you access to specific areas. So I'm going to click on UTMB site settings, and then here you'll see we have things like site title, header subtitle, the theme, the different types of navigation menus, along with breadcrumbs, and then also like who's the owner of the site. In this case, the owner of the site is the department name typically. So I'm going to click on Manage Site Settings at the very bottom of the page to open up our Site Settings panel. So here I'm able to actually change the name of this site. So I'm going to change this to Sitefinity Demo November 10th. So I can copy that and paste it into the site, into the header title, and then I could also change my subtitle. My header subtitle would just be UTMB Health. Right now, this is how our site looks because we have a ton of pages in there since it's a demo site. Notice the title is Sitefinity Demo, and the subtitle is the University of Texas Medical Branch. Well, that's what we're changing here. The header title and the header subtitle. We're also going to go ahead and change the theme from dark, which is this, to light, which is the white version. You will also have access to change your navigation type. This right here is called the main nav. It goes all the way across the top. And you can have drop downs in here. So you can select that here as to how many tiers of drop downs you would like. But in this case, I'm actually going to change this to a side nav because it's just becoming a little bit unruly. And I'm going to go ahead and give it like a 3-tier max because just in case someone wants to test it out in their demo. I'm also going to come down here, and if you notice the Explore menu, which is the institutional navigation, it is hidden from desktop view. I'm going to go ahead and turn that one back on. Search is automatically shown by default. You can turn it off. We don't recommend you to turn it off. Breadcrumbs are turned on by default. Again, we recommend to leave them on. The root domain, if your root domain is intranet, it will say intranet.utmb.edu here. Also, this site is owned by Marketing Communications, but let's say it's also owned by the Office of the President. And I'm going to go and get that URL. And I'm going to plug that in to the website URL. And then I'm going to hit Save Site Settings. If you don't save your site settings, they will not take. So please be sure to hit Save. If you think you want to change something later on, you're free to change those as many times as you need to before your site goes into production. So here, that is a little bit cleaner. So now we have the light theme. We have the institutional navigation right here. And then we have all of these pages over here on this side and their sub-pages as you open them up. Our navigation has now been changed to the left side. Down here in the kudos area, you'll see Site Management, Marketing, Communication, and the Office of the President. So those will link out to both of those departmental web pages.